Hello, welcome back to WhatAreMovie. I am Tony.
And I'm Matt.
And we're back for some more Breaking Bad. Season 3. Are you excited for more Breaking Bad?
Yes, well last episode was quite, wasn't it? Because Skylar's found out.
Skylar's found out.
So...
She's serving up divorce papers. He told her everything.
Jesse blames
not
himself.
everything. Jesse blames himself for it. Walt probably blames himself for it.
Walt Jr. / Finn hates his mum.
Yep.
Just been offered £3 million for 3 months of his time, and he said no.
Yeah, he said.
Will he stick to that now?
He doesn't have his family, so.
Yeah.
But Gus offered him $3 million. What do you reckon he'll take it in the end? Do you reckon he'll? Don't know. What can you expect? Anything else? Hopefully, no more. 6-minute awkward scenes in a gym.
The Mexicans!
Okay, yeah, let me finish my sentence.
Okay,
no, yes, go on.
The Mexicans!
How do you know they're Mexican?
Well,
they were coming from Mexico,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's not much to say about them, we don't really know much.
Well, we knew they were on some sort of, like, mission. They got to Texas, they burnt a truck, they
got funky boots.
Yeah, there we go. Anyway, this is Season 3, Episode 2. I always try to do the pronunciations, but I can't. Caballo sin Nombre.
I like how you couldn't even pronounce the pronunciations correctly. It was great.
Well, either way. Do you know what that means?
No.
It means horse without name. Literally, so a horse without name. Air date 28th of March 2010, directed by Adam Bernstein, who we've seen before, and written by Peter Gould, who we've also seen before, right in the episodes. Anything you really want to see this time? We got to go back as well. This became a meme, or it became a thing. Hank was talking to Walt at the car, and he's like, "You need to go away, and then let's settle, and then come back, and then you." He does like a weird noise, and it's so strange. But
you want that again?
I don't know. Yeah, that's what I want.
Knock on his door and be like, "Have you?"
Yeah, there you go. So, what do you want?
Just answers. Just
answers
everything to continue.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see. Let's get straight into it. Full reaction is in the description. You need your own copy to watch along. Just make sure to come back where we'll discuss the show. Thank you for not interrupting me then. You did very well.
Also, is Jesse actually going to stay clean?
Who knows? We'll see.
I know
he's currently crashing on his couch.
Last time we were like, is he actually clean though? Because he'd only been in rehab a month.
Let's do it. Ooh, a nice time lapse. That bush is going crazy.
That's Walt.
That is Walt's car, right?
I like how it said, in the desert. What a song to sing while driving through the desert.
Oh, I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. I
didn't quite catch the second line and I didn't want to sing it wrong.
That's a good shot. I like that.
Why is he not stopping?
He is.
Oh.
Sir, can you turn the music down?
Oh, it's already turned down.
Thank you.
Down means off.
Oh. Thank you, police officer. You're very kind.
I don't know, sir. Your windshield.
Oh.
That was really clever. They did not show the windshield at all. I remembered it, but...
What, you don't believe me?
Sir, regardless of how that windshield was damaged, this car is unsafe to drive in this condition. Stay in the car, please.
Wait, just a minute. Just 1 minute.
Sir, I ask you to stay in the vehicle.
Calm down and get back in that car right now.
Do you understand that? Giving me a ticket? Hellfire rained down on my head.
I need you to step back. I need you to purpose. You understand that?
That is just perfect.
Oh my God.
Expressing his opinion under the First Amendment.
Well.
Oh, he looks... I think he
How did that go for him?
I think he kind of deserved that, to be honest with you.
I feel like that's the first time he's expressed what's happened, though, as well.
A little. No, he's got mad before.
No, but like from the crash.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, he's just been given divorce papers.
Yeah.
Border Patrol came across multiple
I
homicides
think I've seen that before.
just this side of the border.
We Coke or meth?
Nah, doesn't look like they were transporting narcotics.
And why did the Border Patrol kick this to us?
They didn't. I pulled it. Maybe one of those extra Crispies knew something he shouldn't. Anyway, keep your eyes open.
We're waiting on that famous blue meth of yours. 29 days since we saw it last.
Still out. Hey, what's up, Paul?
He's looking pretty clean.
Yeah. His face looks fresh.
Yeah.
He's gone to the apartments, isn't he?
No, I don't think so. Apartments?
Well, houses, rentals.
No.
Where is he? Oh. His house.
Yeah.
Since when's it been for sale?
Don't you remember there was a scene where his parents took it away from him?
yes.
Yeah, they kicked him out.
You doing okay?
He still cares.
You're selling the place.
In this market, can you believe it?
Is he going to end up buying it?
Why not?
He did all new stucco, all new master suite, sandblasted, fumigated the basement.
Right on.
Awkward.
Think I can get a tour?
Better stay out of their way. There are pictures on the website if you want to take a look.
Cool. Come by sometime for dinner or something.
Yeah, sometime.
How do you not say no without saying no?
Yeah.
I
mean,
really feel like he's going to buy that place with the money that Sol has of his just out of like...
Very sorry that I lost my temper. It was disrespectful.
Thanks, Murray.
well,
That's all you got to do sometimes is apologise.
and have a DEA brother-in-law.
Yeah, that does help.
Yeah.
She's
Awkward.
divorcing me.
I don't know what to tell you, buddy. It is what it is.
No.
No.
See the kids.
She said that?
Is Hank feeling sorry for
Yeah.
him?
You don't write, you don't call.
Hey.
It's not a disaster, all right? She's not going to tell a living soul. One word, blowback.
Lovely.
That DEA brother-in-law, screwed. You were right under his nose. You'd be lucky if they let him bust glue sniffers at the hobby shop. Kids, he's paging Dr. Phil. She's bluffing. And she knows it.
I've lost everything that I care about.
There are other fish in the sea.
There you go.
You go out of circulation. You'll be just amazed at what's happening. Thailand.
See, now he's pimp.
Those women are so grateful to even be here.
Get a mail order bride, basically. Is what he's saying.
Idle hands are the first step. Talk to our friend and get cooking.
I can't be the bad guy.
Just promise me you won't hang yourself in the closet.
Jesus. He's the best psychiatrist you could ever ask for, right? No?
Does he do divorce lawyering?
He seems upset. He was making money with him,
Yeah,
I
he
guess,
was.
so, you know.
Yeah.
It's me. We may have a wife problem.
Is that an address?
So we now just know him as Pop Pop.
Pop, pop. That's like, do I write his name down? Do I write pop, pop?
Dinner's gonna be late. Uncle Hank and Aunt Marie are bringing takeout, but
He doesn't give a shit, love.
Nope.
set something up.
Damn. She is really getting the short end of the stick.
At least she's got the baby. The baby depends on her.
I guess.
The baby can't roll over away from her at the moment. Wait, do they have burgers and she has sushi?
Yeah. He's not impressed with it either.
I've had enough. Flynn here is looking for a part-time job.
My name's Walter Jr. Like, what? You can't even say his name? His eyes were all red like he's been crying or something.
Well.
You don't even care.
Honey,
Oh my god.
I don't know what your problem is. Why you gotta be such a a bitch. Hey.
Jesus.
Oh.
Oh, God.
I like how he totally didn't want to say it, but...
I know it's none of my business. Keep it well from the kids.
I mean, she's got a very damn good reason, too.
You're right, Hank. It's none of your business.
Well, damn. I mean, it's exactly his business,
Yeah.
considering his job, but... Damn.
Please tell me that you are still...
He acts up. Steps up. Do the math, Marie. Only comes out one way.
I mean, it is the obvious way.
It just feels like something more.
Marie needs a job at the DEA.
Yes, he works like a bastard, right? Builds a business single-handed. Finally, the big money shows up, and what does he do? He walks out. You wouldn't talk to him, would you?
He's not got much to say, is he?
No.
You want a job?
A job? Who's got a job for me?
I do.
Well, what's the job?
Who knows?
Oh. He's got some frustrations he needs to get rid of, I think. Yeah. How did you see that?
I don't know.
He's got some eagle eyes. Oh. What? Where are we? I mean,
At an old people's
we're
home,
at
I
an
think.
old people's home. Oh, it doesn't go there, you idiot!
No. Oh, no. They cannot take things from old people's. Oh, it's Dingaling.
He is angry. Oh, the music. So good.
Gonna do a Ouija board?
Apparently it's licensed by Hasbro or something.
What, Ouija?
Yeah. This is clever to get him to talk. What are they spelling?
Heisenberg. You've hit the jackpot!
And the jackpot is...
Horsey.
Oh.
How does he know his name? Did it come up? Or
Oh, of course.
Girl. Oh, it's okay.
Ollie does not want to see you.
Wish I had you back full time. You do brighten up the place.
With that face.
Revenue is now back up. Here, here, and here. I don't even know what to say. I can't sign it as it currently exists.
She's just as dodgy.
What if your kids found out?
I'd say that, but that whatever I did thinking of them. You know? Provide.
I think she got the answer she wanted.
Yeah.
Hi, Walt. What?
Lewis dropped him off. He was here when I got home.
Dad, it's your house. Uncle Hank, Aunt Marie, everybody knows that you haven't done anything wrong.
Like
Anything
they
that you
know.
know of.
We both love you very, very much, okay? You and your sister will come first. Always.
How confusing it must
Yeah.
be for him.
Try to see this
What?
When you see your wife, you gotta freshen up.
You're not that lawyer on late night television, are you?
Better call Saul. I get it all the time.
We're here to discuss the sale of the property at 9809 Margaret. Flat client who shall remain nameless. For our purposes, visualize a large bag of money. This individual wants to buy your house today. There's just one little hair in the soup, the price. We feel $875 is very fair.
But I suppose there's always a little wiggle room.
For cash, isn't it?
wiggle us on down to 400. And you got yourself
400,000? What is that, a joke?
400,000. That's my
Jesus.
Well, this is a waste of time.
How could you possibly imagine that we would entertain this?
Come on, honey. I don't know. I just thought some allowance was in order once I heard about the meth lab. The one that used to be in the basement. I looked over your sign disclosure. No meth lab. Now, would Cora could start some criminal proceedings, but I don't think any of us want that. Now, do we? How about it, counselor? Do you concur?
Yeah, I love Saul Goodman. So good.
Is his windscreen repaired?
Oh, nice. Well, it's probably for the best. Pizza.
Why don't we have pizzas that big?
That is a big old pizza.
She's not even going to be there or something, is she?
Don't know.
Rug pizza.
Well, I'm making dinner.
Fridge.
We have discussed everything we need to discuss. I thought I made myself very clear.
You got dipping sticks.
That's sold.
Sold?
Ugh.
That's a big pizza for one guy.
It's pretty big.
How? How?
First take.
Really?
First take, he
Is it
did
meant to do that?
I don't remember. I think so, but he did it.
But I guess meant to throw it and then that happened and it's just like...
I'm pretty sure he did it first take, yeah. It's amazing.
It's like, we'll roll with this.
Yeah, so good. Oh. It's been a wild night. That music got really eerie all of a sudden, didn't it? Me after a long shift at work.
An eyeball.
He dropped it under there last time, didn't he?
Yeah.
When I went out this morning to get the newspaper, I saw pizza on our roof. Do you know anything about that? Listen, you won't. You can't manage that. I will get a restraining order.
On what ground?
Oh. He is a mess.
Get your restraining order right here. Restrain this.
God damn, he is a complete mess. Slot yourself out, man.
Jake, he had his heart set on going to space
Oh,
camp.
poor little Jake.
God, this is all we need. Jesse, it's really not a good time.
The new owners are expected at any moment. Where do you think you're going?
Inside. Bought the place.
Oh, that look back. Oh.
I thought he'd follow the car, but
Yeah, I did. Maybe he's hungry for some pizza.
Maybe.
Ooh. Oh. He's so cool. This music. Ah.
He's bugging the place, isn't he? He's come to get the pizza. Wait. What's he doing? Is he just moving back in?
Of course, they've been changed,
Changed
you
it
idiot. Nice. Oh, that's great. Just broke into his own home.
Yep.
Oh,
How did he get that dirty that quick?
I mean, he was crawling around. Oh, jeez. No. Oh.
That didn't work out so well, did it? And who is that?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
That's a pretty nice axe. That is creepy. Oh my god. I love how intimidating they are. Not creepy at all.
But wait to go in the shower.
So I ain't not paid enough for this.
It's me. There's something you should know about.
It's a very shiny axe.
It is. Only the best.
They're just going to sit there and wait for them to be finished, aren't they?
Ugh. All without saying the word, they're like the most intimidating people we've met. Hmm.
You can't remember.
Oh, this...
Drug Lord v Jug Lord. It's going to end in everywhere.
Oh, that's so good. The music. Oh, I love this theme. Did you know what's going on? It's the dinging remix of it. It's so good. Oh. Watery eyeball. Watery white eyeball. So, that was episode 2.
How did you like
Caballo
it?
sin Nombre. I enjoyed it very much. How did you find it?
Good. I think where we jump around to different shows, like some shows we watch are so like high action, and Breaking Bad is more like a storytelling. That sometimes I'm like, this feels so mellow. It's just like, but it's one of those things. Yeah. It's a necessity to build the story.
Build the story, the characters.
I just feel like sometimes we don't react to much because it's just building up the story. But like, oh yeah.
Yeah, it's building the characters, building that world. Yeah. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Highlight for me in this episode was Jesse.
Not the pizza?
Just Jesse, like... How do you get back at your parents for not supporting you and thinking that you're a waste of space, a waste of time, you're just a no-good, drug-addicted, like, they completely disowned you from the family, and then you come back and buy a house in cash
for
from
half
them.
the price? Under half the price.
But for half the price as well, and the reason for getting it at half the price was because you yourself made it into a meth lab.
Yeah.
That you've like, come on.
Played him completely. Yeah, so it's crazy.
Do you think Jesse would have bought the house if his dad hadn't been so much of a dick?
I don't know. I think maybe... personally, I think as soon as he saw it was for sale, I think he probably thought...
He's got the sentimental attachment from caring for his aunt there, isn't he? Which has been a thing like we've learned from the beginning about that
exactly.
house.
So, and he didn't want to be kicked out to begin with, so yeah. But we started in the desert. Time lapse of the desert. I honestly thought it might be the cartel guys.
Yeah,
again.
I was a bit like, but
then it's Walt's car.
Yeah.
And he's jamming away to the song. I don't even know the song. I don't know what it's called, but it's basically alluding to the name of the episode. He's singing along, and then the police stop him. What did you think they were stopping him for?
I don't know.
See, it was so cleverly done. It did not show that windscreen at all, and it's in the back of your mind. I remembered. I was like, wow, I've never known. Well, I mean, I've only watched through this series once properly. I mean, I've seen others react to it here and there, but obviously you don't see everything like that. Yeah, I figured it halfway through. I was like, oh yeah, the windscreen. Yeah. But Walt was not having any of it.
I got it though, because when I've had cracked windscreen, And then I'm always like, how long can you drive with a crack?
Yeah, but I mean,
I've always been like, when I've had a cracked windscreen, it was at the top of the window. But you are like, I've always been so paranoid that I'm like, crap, I'm pretty sure I can get pulled over for having a cracked windscreen.
His was completely smashed though.
His was, I wouldn't even drive with that.
When did it happen? It must have happened
a month
ago.
Yeah,
it's a while ago. Yeah, it happened a while ago. So yeah. But he went off on a rant. This is America, my First Amendment.
I liked how that police officer's like, I was one of the first on scene, and it's like, okay, I had body parts.
Yeah, he just go like again. We've said about this before. He goes into details that don't really,
but I feel like that's the first time that we've seen him react
to the event. You mean? Yeah. I thought you meant in the fact that he's like flipped out because he's done that before. He's gone off on Jesse before. He went off on his old boss at the car wash. He's done that before.
But like the only time he spoke about the incident and stuff was at the school, and that was
just awkward.
Weird.
Yeah.
But so like, and when you think everything that he's going through right now, the divorce, not seeing his kids, like his business, Jesse's gone. Like, what does he do? Like the playing, like he was ready to snap, and it was just
waiting.
At what point would he snap? To be fair, like anyone does, they have that little rage.
Yeah.
Moment of rage.
Yeah, exactly. But the police officer's like, get back in the car.
However, not everyone's moment of rage ends in pepper spray.
No. He's like, get back in or I'm going to pepper spray you. He's like, you're going to pepper spray me for freedom of speech or whatever he's saying. And then I like the cut. I love the cut.
Yeah, it's just him being chucked in the back
and
of
he's like, just, snot and red eyes. Oh, awful. There we go. So, yeah. Cut to Hank. Talk about burnt truck. And Gomez was like, why have we got this?
It's not like, drugs. Was there drugs on it? Yeah,
he was like, where are the drugs? He's like, there was no drugs. But Hank pulled it because he feels like it was cartel.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's like either someone on this knows something that they shouldn't know.
Yeah.
Or they're making a pathway.
Yeah, there was like 9 people in the driver, right? Yeah. But it's like, Hank's so heartless sometimes the way he talks. He's like one of those Crispies can tell you. It's like, oh my god. How long has it been without blue meth? Do you remember?
28 days?
29 days.
29?
Yeah, without blue meth, but Hank's convinced.
It's still out there.
Yeah, so
and then Hank gets a phone call.
Yes. Yeah, he does. Meanwhile though, Jesse's driving along, looking really good. Yeah, he's cleaned up. 45 days clean.
Yeah.
And he sees a for sale sign. You were like, is this flats? Is this Is this that?
I was wondering if we'd go back to those condos at some point.
Condos? Oh, as in where he actually was living last with next to Jane. Yeah, no, he went back to the house.
And I was imagining like something with Jane's father. So I feel like I don't know, from Jesse's rehab, I expect to see Jessie talking to her dad at some point.
Yeah.
To say, I'm sorry.
Don't know.
But
didn't get that. He went to the house.
That's what I was thinking. I didn't think it would
his
be
dad
that.
was there. They're renovating the house, spending a lot of money, moving the
Can
garage.
I have a tour?
I like how he was, he was like...
Oh, and he asked about the top bathroom, which...
Well, before that, he was like, we fumigated the basement, and they were like, kind of awkward.
Yeah.
And then he was like, what have you done to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Wouldn't give him a tour.
No.
Very awkward. And it's like, we'll have dinner sometime. He's like, sometime. And then, Jesse went off.
What dickhead? Like.
Yeah. His dad was always a bit like that, though.
Yeah.
His mother seemed to be the one that was a bit more lenient with his behaviour until the end.
So he did say, he was like, you look really healthy. I'll let your mum know. She'll be happy.
Yeah. So, Hank busted Walt out. Basically, he was like, you could hear him, saying about the divorce, about the cancer, about not seeing kids.
Yeah. And then he took the police officer to him and he was like, do you remember?
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Disrespectful. Yeah. And they walk out, don't they?
And then that's when Walt tells Hank she doesn't want him to see the kids.
Yeah.
And Hank even looks very confused at that point, like, what's going on?
Divorce.
Yeah, so we had...
But then Hank obviously changed his tune, didn't he? I said this when we reacted. Because like you even said before about Hank being like, right, you just got to give her space. And then whoop. But then the moment like in that little car scene and he's like, she's giving me divorce papers. And he's like, well, it is what it is. And it's like...
Yeah, I mean, what else can he say though? He has told him that and he's got a... Yeah. So, I don't know, But I do like we get a lot of Hank and stuff. Hank's one of my favourite characters. I really like him.
Yeah.
We got a scene with Saul Goodman being a psychiatrist, is it? So, yeah, talking to him.
Yeah.
Does he get paid enough for this?
But it's like you said in that moment there, Saul was making money from Walt,
yes,
and he's
exactly.
obviously disappeared.
Yeah. He
wants
even
to get him back in
mentioned
the
this
game.
later. Yeah. But Walt's like really like, oh, this is a catastrophe, and then Saul's like, no, it's not, and then he's like, one word, blowback. She's not going to tell anyone, because if she does, it comes back to her. It was right under the DEA's nose. The best line is like, he'll be lucky if he'll be catching glue sniffers at the hobby shop. I really like Saul Goodman's lines. He's such a good character, and that's why it's no surprise he got his own show.
No.
Really. The show's got to be completely different though, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be its own thing. I mean, I can imagine there's a lot of characters that probably cross over, and it might be dealing with the similar sort of things, but yeah, who knows? We'll get to that one day.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was basically saying, like, you got to get back on it, and Walt's like, no. He's like, I can't remember what Walt said about family, but yeah, he was kind of saying, like,
he's lost his family.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh God! And Saul was like, "Just don't hang yourself in the closet while I'm gone." It's like, oh.
Great.
Yeah, but yeah. But we have a problem. Saul looked very upset in the car. He's like, and he gave a phone call to Pop.
Yeah.
Still no name.
Yeah.
So good, no name.
But we also know it's a family because like the little kid, and he's like, "Don't tell your mum." So.
Yeah,
bit of backstory on him. He's a normal guy.
Who's the kid to him then? If he's Pop.
Grandchild, sure.
Yeah. So, for ice cream, I like that.
Saul's asked him to keep an eye on.
We've got a wife problem.
Skylar.
Yeah. So, yeah. Talking of Skylar, we're back at home and they're having a really awkward. They had an awkward interaction where he's in music. He's listening to music. Yeah.
At the door, like the bedroom door.
Save Walter White thing.
Yeah. Up, and she's like, "Oh, dinner will be late. Hank and Maria bringing takeout."
Yeah, and then a really awkward.
Unless you want me to rustle something up if you're hungry
like,
now.
Nope. Blanking it. What do you think of him blanking her? And...
It makes sense.
He has no answers. He's
old enough to understand, but they're not telling him anything, so he's gonna get frustrated and lash out and be like, "Well, if you're not going to talk to me about it, I'm not going to talk to you." Like, he's at that age.
How would he react if he knew though?
Oh, he'd probably be all up for it.
You think?
Yeah.
What is it with you and thinking everyone will be up for the dad who's a meth dealer?
I just think he'd get really intrigued in it because he's at that age where
that's such a strange thing. So if you found out your dad was a meth dealer, you'd be like, "Oh, let me get in on that."
No, but you'd be inquisitive, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but wouldn't you also be like, "Hell no!" Like if I found out my dad was that, like I'd be like, "What the hell?" Not more like, "Ooh, this sounds interesting."
But it's just that age of like knowledge peak, isn't it? And like, there's been those bits about weed before, and I don't know.
I don't know if they'd react like that. I'm not sure.
But I also think Walt Jr. is so, like, I don't know.
But he even went on the speech on the little news thing they did, saying, "Oh, my dad's the best. He never does anything bad."
But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, he believes in his dad so much.
So then, would that crush him more?
I don't know if it would. I think like when he goes into it, because come on, if you're making, he's making drugs, yes, which is bad. But like the amount of money he's making,
I don't think that justifies being a criminal.
It doesn't justify being a criminal. I just think, well.
We know where your priorities are at, Claire. I just tell you. Yeah.
I just think he'd be very like, wait, what?
I mean, I think I'm safe to say I could get away with murder at this point because Claire wouldn't give a damn as long as I'm making money.
It's a TV show.
Yes, but they're real people. We're thinking of it as a real story of real people. How would they really act? It's not a comedy show.
There could be a sudden bit of shock, but then I think Walt is so. I don't know how to explain it. Like. He looks up to his dad so much.
Yeah, that's my point, though.
Yeah. But I guess it goes the two ways, doesn't it? Like, when someone finds something out like that...
you could probably
forget the fact that it is wrong and it is their dad and they're going to support whatever their dad
so you
does
can
because they're
some
proud
things,
of them.
But...
And what he's doing is trying to give them a better life. Or you go down the route of, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
which I think is the more sane, sensible route, in
There's
my opinion.
We're like the two, like the angel and the devil on the shoulder. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it would make a really cool twist into the series.
Yeah, so
I think I'm thinking of it more as a TV series that anything can happen.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, this is real life.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you got to think of it as, though, because they are like, I mean, considering the writing and acting, they all feel very real people.
Yeah.
So I feel like he would act like a real person.
But even like, I think it's Walt's reaction to everything going on. You can see that he is the type of child that he adores the floor that his dad walks on.
Yeah.
Like,
which again, I think is an argument for my case
Yeah.
of saying that it would probably crush him, in my opinion. I don't
Yeah.
know, but yeah, I kind of. I don't know. Kind of get
you
where
don't
you're
want
coming
to agree with
but
my
I
drug
don't
dealing
know.
antics.
Yeah,
I get it.
I don't know.
It could go.
I know
either
there
way.
have been people like in real life that do forgive their
It's a
partners.
family
and
business
people,
usually.
Well, they forgive their partners or their family members
Yeah.
for doing certain things, but there is a line.
It's a family business usually. Just saying.
Yeah. Anyway, we had a really awkward dinner scene
Yeah.
again, where Walt Jr. is just ignoring.
Well, he's now.
And then he just flips off her.
Yeah, he now wants to be called Walt Jr. because she can't even say his
he
name.
says Flynn. She says Flynn, right? And then he's like, "My name's Walt Jr." Like, can
To
you
be
not
fair,
even
she
say
does make
his
a
name?
fair
She
point.
does make a good point. Yeah,
But if you tell me not to call you Flynn, I won't call you Flynn.
yeah,
You haven't
exactly.
told me not to call you
Yeah,
Flynn.
yeah. So,
And then he calls her a bitch.
yeah. I mean, fair play to him. I think like he has every right to be
Yeah.
feeling this way. I mean, Hank tried to settle the situation. I think
Yeah.
Hank's, even though
It might
Hank
be none
makes
of my
silly
business,
comments.
and then she's like, "Yeah, it is none of your business."
Yeah. Even though Hank makes silly comments a lot and does say some questionable things sometimes, his heart's in the right place. Like, for
At
sure.
the moment, she's creating the situation that she herself is the bad person.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
she's not flipping it at all.
I mean, but what else can she really do unless
Yeah.
she completely outs him, which she's threatened to do. But like Saul said, he thinks she's bluffing. Do you
Yeah.
think she's bluffing?
Possibly. I just don't think she knows how to react to it.
Yeah.
This is that side of, like you're saying,
Yeah.
like how Walt would react. She doesn't know what to do with the information.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it is like, it's however much, it's the person that you love has done something that is against the law and is really bad, but you still love them.
Yeah.
And that's the hard part about it. That's why I'm like, you either end up getting on the wagon with them, or you end up, or you laugh at much on the wagon, or you end up being like, but if you go that route, you can't talk about it. Well, you can't talk about it either way, really, but
Yeah.
it's knowing how to process what you're hearing.
Yeah.
Do you side with them and understand why they've done what they've done? Even though what they've done is wrong.
That's the thing with this, though. I think this thing that he's done is so extreme that it's not a thing to forget.
There's parts
and
of me
forgive
that's
about.
like, he could have done worse. He could have murdered people. And then
But
like,
he
oh,
has.
fuck, he has. Yeah.
I mean,
he could have. Oh shit.
He
yeah.
literally has killed people, watched people die, and caused the plane crash that killed 167 people.
And he created
Like-
a drug to blow up.
Yeah.
The whole place. It was all for survival.
Well, yeah. So, anyway, Jesse met Saul Goodman. Didn't really say much. Just bringing his money out, and he was like, "Would you like it?" Well, Saul's like talking about, your partner, and you need to sort him out. He needs to get back, and he's like, "Well, you can't get answers out of him. No one can, or whatever. If he's not talking to anyone, he's not going to." And then Jesse's just piling his money up.
Yeah.
Got a job.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the job? Well, yeah. Who's
I called it
for?
from the beginning, didn't I?
Yeah. Well, why
Like,
not?
When
Why
that
wouldn't he do
whole
that?
scene with the for sale, I was like, he's gonna buy the house because
Yeah.
he's got that money.
Hell yeah.
And then like with that scene, it was like, see
Yeah.
what's happening here.
So I mean, following
I
on from
love
that
the
story,
way-
we can carry on. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the way they do it as well. That like Jesse obviously doesn't want his parents to know that he's brought it either, so he just sends Soul as like his man. It's like,
just imagine a big bag of money.
My buyer is nameless.
Just imagine a bit. Yeah, I really like that scene as well.
I was shocked with how they did that. Like,
yeah, it was really good.
The buying price is $875, but I would like to offer you $400.
The dad's even like, oh, there's a bit of wiggle room. It's like, well, here's my offer, $400.
And they're like,
is this a joke? Just like under half the price, and they're all like going to walk out, and it's like, wow, I guess.
I don't see the
meth lab on here. Yeah. What a way to get them.
So I can either file some papers.
We can do
for
some.
a felony,
yeah, we can.
Or we can come to a deal.
What a way to do it. Yeah. Let's come back to bite him in the ass. There you go. And Jesse got the house. The best scene. They're like trying to justify. Oh, it's okay. We broke even. That's all okay.
In this market.
This is all we need.
Yeah.
Jesse turning up. I love how he's just like.
Gonna be here.
I like how he's just like, hi, mum and dad.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesse, get out of here. The buyers are gonna be here.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Inside. And the look he gave them on the way in.
Just the shutting of the doors are like.
Perfect. Jesse's doing good.
It's just crazy because in a way it's like they gave Jesse the house to live in.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want him at his house.
Yeah.
At their house, basically. And he'd been there caring for his aunt. Living there. He then kept the drug dealer hostage in the basement. Melted one with...
In the bathtub.
That came through the ceiling. Created a meth lab in there. Like, done so much shit in that house. Which was freaking awful. Didn't really keep it very clean. The upkeep and everything. So they took it back, and then they've renovated the whole house.
Up his house for him.
For him, basically. For
so good.
Him to then buy it back.
So good. Yeah, I'm happy for
Where
Jesse.
did they change the garage to? Why did they move
Apparently
the garage?
They're attaching it to the house, I think.
Oh, that'd be convenient for their drug smuggling.
Yeah.
When they kidnap the next drug lord that's in their way. Poor Gus.
Oh my. So Walt Jr. Walt found a plaster in a swimming pool. He's airing his frustrations. It seemed.
Walt was upstairs.
Walt Jr.'s there. Yeah. So.
Thing is, in that scene, like I get that whole scene, but like because Walt Jr. was asking like why he's.
Oh, you're jumping. Sorry, that weren't the same scene, but yeah.
Is it not?
Well, no. So he saw him there, and then it cut to something else. But you can talk. Yeah, we can talk about that. Yeah.
So they obviously go in, don't they? And
yeah.
It cuts back.
Well, I think so. Yeah, there's a scene before that we need to talk about because Skylar's gone back to Ted Beneke, and then she's working, and she says, "I can't do this."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "I'll sort it." But then she asks him, "What would you do if your children found out?"
Yeah, because he's basically fudging the papers, isn't he?
So why did she ask that though?
Because she's obviously thinking about Walt, like...
Yeah. Like, the children
It was quite a nice answer for him as well, because it's like, well, I was just...
Hope they'd think I was doing it for family.
Yeah, I was thinking of them the whole time.
Which is basically what Walt has said before.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep afloat.
It's for my family. Yeah, exactly. But that's when she got the phone call from Walt.
Oh, yeah.
To say that Walt Jr.
Which is really good, like, and I think, like, in that situation... afterwards as well, because Walt's obviously like, why have you phoned her?
Yeah.
Like, I want to be here, I don't want to be there. And I think in that situation, I would just turn around to him and was like, look, your mum's like this at the moment.
Yeah.
You've got to look at it in the thing of, I need to do what she is asking of me now.
Yeah, yeah.
And in the long run, this will pay off. Which it is the whole thing, isn't it? Like, and I think that's the most understanding, like, your mum doesn't want you here. I've just got to follow her rules for now. And then... because it shows that, okay, I am willing to do what you want me to do. Yeah. Which is kind of what he's doing for now.
Yeah. I can understand Walt Jr. not understanding any of it.
Yeah.
And he's
he doesn't know anything. He doesn't understand.
It's your home.
He doesn't understand why his family's just suddenly broken down out of the blue. He doesn't understand why his dad's kicked out. He doesn't understand why he can't see his dad. Because he's getting no answers. Because there's no answers to give.
No matter what, we both love you. It's all about you and Holly. No matter what, we will do whatever's right. So, which again is thinking about the family. And but
so he takes her back.
Yeah, but before that, we cut to an old people's home.
Yes.
What did you think this scene was
I
going to
liked
be?
how you were like, where are they? And I was like,
I know.
clearly an
Well,
old people's
I'm
home.
trying to egg you to talk about it because there's nothing going on. So it's like, you got to say something.
And then we met little Ding-a-Ling Man.
What did you expect it to be when we were first there?
I don't know.
No idea. Yeah.
No.
So, but yeah, it's did we ever get his name?
Don't know.
It's Tuco Salamanca's uncle.
Uncle, yeah.
Dio, is that how it's said? I think so. I think that's Uncle. Uncle Salamanca. But yeah, the two cartel. Are they twins? They kind of look identical, but not.
Yeah.
So there's a
little
slight
boots.
difference, I think. But maybe I'm just.
And then they got a
looking for-
Ouija board.
Yeah, they were looking through things, and then Ouija board
Yeah.
was like, "This is how we communicate,"
Yeah.
which is great. And they spell
Walter
out
White.
Walter White. Yeah, and he looked so furious when he was dinging that bell.
Yeah.
I love the acting because we've seen this actor in Person of Interest
Yeah.
talking and
Yeah.
yeah, what a great actor.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah. Walter White. They got the message.
Yep.
There we go.
See Walter taking.
What do you think of, like, because obviously you had 3 characters there not saying a single
No.
word.
Yeah.
So cool. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Like, it's really interesting to get to, because we've had the crazy drug lord. Yeah.
Chaos.
He also mentioned about his cousins.
I did.
He did mention about his cousins.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, yeah. Walt took
Walk home.
yeah, Walt Jr. home.
With a giant pizza. As
Yeah.
I said, why do we not have pizzas that size?
Yeah. It's a massive pizza. He was like really trying. He's like, I've got dippers or whatever. She's like, you don't do
Cooking
this.
dinner.
He's like, what kind of example are we going to set? And he's like,
Yeah.
really? Like, I don't think he has a leg to stand on saying that, really. And she just like shuts him out, basically.
It's like, if she could just, like, I know she doesn't want anything to do with him at the moment.
Yeah.
But, like, sometimes I'm like, you got to think about the big picture. You don't want to be around him. But what is 10 minutes or maybe half an hour of lying through your teeth and just standing to be around him for half an hour, and the impact that is going to have
Yeah, okay, but see it
on
from
her living
See it from her perspective, though. She knows he's a meth dealer and he's been doing all this.
but-
What else has he done? She doesn't want to put her children
No.
in danger.
I get that, but Walt Jr. is so freaking pissed off with her.
That's how
and
it
it's
is.
causing her life hell
Yeah.
in her house right now because all he wants is his dad back. That I'm like, if she just sits
Yeah.
through half an hour,
But I don't think
the
that,
impact
that would not
would
solve
have.
any issues, though, because it's
But
still
she
going to
would
be...
probably have 24 to 48 hours of nice family living because Walt will be so
Yeah,
happy
but then-
that his dad was in the
Yeah,
house.
but then he's going to send him... She's going to send him off again, and then what? Like...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's just any little thing to just...
Yeah, and like, she's like... She's doing what she feels is best for
Yeah.
them. She's trying to protect Walt Jr., even though it's making her out to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
Like, she's really suffering, I
Walt
think.
Jr. is old enough, like...
Yeah.
He obviously got his friend to drop him off at his dad. Like, he's old enough
Yeah.
to move around and go and find his dad if he wants to, which is the
Yeah.
difficult part for her.
So... She can't really control him, yeah. So,
Yeah. So,
Walt,
the
in his
pizza's not
frustration...
allowed in.
Yeah. Yeah, Walt in his frustration with that pizza. I'm pretty sure he did that first try. I don't know
I'm wondering if it wasn't
if
even
the
meant to
intention
happen.
was for it to stay up there. I think it was.
Okay. Oh, it just makes sense because
Yeah.
of, like, the phone call the next day going... I went
Unless
out
they
to
wrote
take
it
the
into
pizza.
that. Who knows? Yeah. But yeah, the pizza's stuck on the roof. Do you know what the real bad problem is, though? The real life house in real life
Yeah.
has had a awful problem with fans going and chucking pizzas
Oh,
on the roof.
yeah, I imagine so.
Like, have you never heard about the pizza
No.
thing? Did you not know this was a thing?
No.
Yeah, this is like a famous thing because it's like such a funny scene. But yeah, people have really been going to this house and like it's causing the owners real problems. Like a lot of stuff. Like they're just people harassing that house. Yeah, so so funny. But there we go. And then he woke up in a pool of popcorn.
Yep.
smacked his head on the thing.
Yeah, because she
called.
left a message about went out to the bits.
Yeah. Did you have anything to do with this? I don't know. Who do you think had? Yeah.
Stay away.
Or restraining order.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and then he's like, restraining order, restrain this.
Some things I don't.
He even did that before to the. Yeah, he did it to the car wash guy. He's like, he said, wash down this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got one insult. He loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Next, though, we saw Pop watching. Skylar's gone off. And I thought, like you said, he would follow. But instead...
He went in to put some bugs. Bug the place.
Yeah, he's bugging the house.
Yeah.
He even walked up in the shot from the pizza looking down at him. He's like, what?
Yeah.
So he starts bugging the house.
Yeah.
And then that's when...
Water turns up.
Yeah.
With bags.
Trying to get in the front door.
Yeah. Locks changed.
Trying to get in the windows.
Goes around the back.
I
like that scene of him trying all the doors, and you just see the guy pop just like round the corner like.
Well, you hear the bang, and then he's like, because he was doing all the telephone lines, it seemed like, or the power, I don't know. And then as he went round, none of his stuff was there, which was really cool.
He was hiding behind the wall.
And then you saw him like hiding.
Yeah.
And I love the bit as well where he walks climbing in the little.
Yeah, you hear the vent crash down, and then
he like
just
looks around like.
So Walt climbs under the crawl space under the house, doesn't he? Because obviously when he fitted the boiler, and there was that floor bit, wasn't there?
Yeah.
That he knew about. So he used that to get up. However, he was not graceful in entering the house.
No.
Through that way.
I wonder if that ladder was meant to fall as well.
Dunno.
You wonder things like that. But he made himself at home.
Yeah. Opened up a suitcase in the bed. Had a shower.
Yeah.
Really uses a lot of shower gel on his
really
face.
going on it. Yeah.
Like, really like...
Yeah. But then,
You see Pop walking back to his car, putting his stuff in, sits in the car.
Another car turns up.
And then out come the boots.
And the axe.
Very shiny axe.
I really like this whole scene, like the music.
Like they brought that axe just for this.
Yeah. The music, everything about it.
Yeah.
And the way like the door opened, they're just standing there and they're slowly going through and they touch the picture of the bloody baby.
See the baby's room.
Yeah.
And then Pop makes a phone call.
Bless me. Sorry.
To, I guess, that guy in the warehouse?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, because he's like, we have a problem.
We have a problem. Yeah. Did you recognise the guy?
I did, but I...
Because do you remember when Walt was told to go to Los Pollos Hermanos?
Yeah.
And then he's like, Gus isn't here. And then he went to go, and then that guy was like, $1 million, you need to get here at this point.
Yeah.
It's the same guy. Yeah.
And then he passes the phone to Gus.
Not even a word from Gus as well.
And I just love the way the two guys are on... They're just sitting in the bed.
Because
they're like, he's going to come out of this.
Yeah.
And then one of them picks up that eyeball, doesn't he? Like,
chucks
and then
it
puts
back.
it down.
Well, no, he chucks it back because he
Yeah.
doesn't put it back where it was.
No.
Yeah. And then they're just sitting there waiting,
then-
listening to the song.
The other guy's phone goes off.
Pollos.
Yeah.
And then he opens the door and they're gone. So good. Didn't even know, but he did see the eyeball and was like...
That's what I'm like, why does that message, like, does that mean, like, this is his turf?
Well, I mean...
Someone
Gus
warning
has
him.
worked with Walt and has obviously offered... Yeah.
Protected him, sort of thing.
Maybe.
But that's what, is that
you
a
think?
text, like, to be like, look, you're on this person's turf, and they're like, hell fucking no, and they're just like,
Maybe,
disappear. But obviously Walt does notice the eyeballs moved, and is a bit like, someone here?
And that's where the episode ends.
Yep. I can't wait for Skylar to get home and find Walt in there. That restraining order is going to come a lot quicker than...
Yeah. But here's the thing. Yeah. I guess, yeah, she just does a restraining order. But then, surely she'd have to say why.
Because she's divorced him and he's just broken into the house.
Yeah, I guess so.
Is that enough for a restraining order?
I don't know.
He's not endangered her life by getting into that house. And the house is in his name. The house
It's his
is
house.
his.
Yeah, so how's that gonna go?
Like, how you're breaking in... But,
Yeah.
like, is there laws on, like... If you changed the locks to your parents' house, even though you live here,
Yeah, but it's their house.
You and you're the wrong. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what. Can she just change the locks to a house that's in his name?
Doubt it. Is it completely in his name? I don't know.
Probably.
So yeah, what do you reckon will happen?
Because it was
then?
on the part of the divorce, wasn't it? That
Yeah.
the mortgages in both of those. They've got 15 years left.
Yeah. But yeah, what else do you want to see from the next time? Do you want to see more of what's going on with the bugging? More Saul Goodman? What?
Yeah. Jesse. I really want to see what.
Yeah, there
done
wasn't
to the
much
house.
Jesse, was there? It was just.
I want to see. I want a tour of the renovation of the house.
You can
That
go on the
is what I
website and
want.
see the pictures. Yeah, I want to know.
I really expected him to be in his car, like.
Yeah, I like as well because obviously with season 2 we got the little bits of the plane crash.
Yeah.
Sprinkled throughout the whole season. With
The
this,
ribbons are still there.
yeah, with this I like how the cartel stuff, the two guys, we
Yeah.
got a lot lost, and then we got more this episode.
Yeah.
So they're not really
Yeah.
sprinkling
Where do
it.
they go
We're getting
from
quite a
here?
lot more. So yeah, will
What
we get
has
more
Gus
Gus?
got to do with it?
'Cause
Yeah.
didn't even say a word. He was just there.
But then, could Gus end up turning around to Walt and be like meeting him and being like, yesterday 2 people came to your house with an axe to kill you,
Yeah.
and I got rid of them for you. You now owe me.
Who knows?
Like,
Maybe. Yeah.
I won't be there to protect you next time unless you cook.
Maybe could strike a deal.
This is the world of drug dealing. It's a lot of blackmail and a lot of bribery.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
who knows? There we go. That was episode 2. A Horse with No Name. We'll be back for episode 3 next time. I can't remember how many. Is it like 15, 13? 13, I think.
I think we forget every time.
Yes, 13 for all of them, apart from the last one, which has 16. But there we go. That was episode 2. We'll be back next time in a next cycle. Otherwise, It's Always Sunny next. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you then. I'm really liking this. It's great to watch through it again. I'm very excited for what's coming. Yeah. All right then. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.